Welcome back to another video. It is Saturday, I'm not sure what the date is, it's like the 15th-ish of November. It is 1 PM and I'm now about to get my week 1 primary SBD done. So I am 3 weeks out tomorrow. I'm feeling pretty good actually. Nutrition has been absolutely perfect this week. Sleep has been really good this week. My boyfriend's actually been off work this week, so we've been allowing ourselves to just sleep in the mornings and stuff and be a little bit less in routine. I've still been coaching and everything obviously, so I've still been working this week, but I've just had a lot more sleep. And yeah, I felt really good for it, definitely needed it, feeling very refreshed. And yeah, body weight has also been happy about it. I was 86.2 today, so responding as I want it to. I was still seeing like 87 at the start of the week, but I'm not stressing over it because I just seem to fluctuate up at the start of the week. But by the weekend, it's always down again. And like I say, sleep this week has been really good. So very happy to be seeing low 86s. Hopefully I'll drop like another ½ kilo over the next week and a half, 2 weeks, and I can cut from within the 85s. But I'm very confident I'll make it from here anyway. So we are all good there. I don't think I've really got anything else to say. I think, yeah, I'm feeling mostly really good. I'm looking forward to today's session. I felt really strong for my sessions earlier this week, so hopefully can replicate that today and feel super strong today. Obviously I won't really know until I get under the bar. I've just put the heater on as well, which you can definitely hear in the background because it is freezing here. It's literally been raining for like 36 hours non-stop, like literally since yesterday morning. We had like the most torrential rain pretty much all of yesterday, and I had to walk Zuko obviously, so we walked Zuko together for like an hour and a half in the rain, and literally I wore the biggest, thickest, most waterproof coat that we own, and it was soaked through by the time we got back, so that wasn't overly fun. And it looks like it's going to be another day of rainy dog walks, but I don't mind that. My steps this week have been averaging around 12,000. I'm actually really upset because I upgraded my phone earlier this week and I basically lost my step data from the days before. I think I have still got it if I look on my Apple Health app, but I use a different app to monitor my steps because the Apple Health app only monitors the ones that I do on my watch, whereas my phone counts steps when I'm not wearing my watch on the other app that I use. So I've lost my step data, which means I can't look at my average, which literally makes no difference to anything. I just wanted to see that I was definitely hitting 12,000 as an average for this week, which I know I have because I think the first half of the week I absolutely went over 12,000. I hit like 13, 14,000 Monday, 15,000 Wednesday. Thursday I didn't have my watch or my phone because while I was upgrading we went on the dog walk and stuff, and I still hit 9,000 steps, not including the hour and a bit dog walk that we did. So steps are definitely where they need to be, which obviously is helping with the body weight thing, and honestly it's just helping me feel a lot more mobile. One thing, and I think I say this semi-regularly and I don't ever actually do it, so this is probably going to be another one of those, but I'm really trying to get better at not doing this, or doing this, not making sense. I need to prioritise my mobility more. Just generally, like, my mobility is not bad, and actually considering how stiff I can often feel, my overall mobility is pretty good, but I know I feel best when I'm regularly doing actual focused mobility work. And one thing I've been getting in the habit of is like when we get back from the dog walk, I'll just go sit down, which I think rather, because I like to do my mobility after cardio, but timing wise, just with our weekday sessions, the 2 sessions we go to the gym on a Monday and Tuesday, we don't finish our session until like 8:30, nearly 9. And because we're up early during the week, like I get up when my boyfriend gets up for work, it doesn't really make sense to stay at the gym later, especially when we've got Zuko, and I would rather just do more walks with Zuko at the moment. Obviously I do want to also include actual cardio, like zone 2, good for my heart rate type, good for my heart health type thing, but at the moment time wise that's just not, I'm not making excuses by saying it's not feasible because I absolutely could do it, but priority is obviously like actually resting and sleep and stuff. So what I think I want to start doing is after the dog walks, rather than coming home and either like having my next meal or just sitting down basically, or like going back to work, whatever I do depending on the day, I want to come home and spend like 15 minutes while my body's still fairly warm from the dog walk, actually just stretching, because I prefer to obviously stretch when I'm warm. Like I don't really want to stretch cold muscles, we shouldn't really be doing that anyway. And after training, generally speaking, I do go straight on the dog walk most of the time, at least for the weekends. Weekdays it just varies depending on day to day. But yeah, basically I think I want to start prioritising mobility after the dog walks, at least like 3 days a week, not necessarily every day, but if I pick 3 days a week, could even just do it on my rest days to be fair. I might do some tonight just because I'm actually home alone tonight and I can just do some in the living room, TV on, whatever. But But yeah, that is something I want to start working on, especially this time of year, because with training in the garage as well, I know as it gets colder, I'm going to feel more stiff in myself anyway. So I need to just kind of stay on top of things and make sure that I do anything I can to avoid any kind of injury and stuff. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop talking because I'm actually looking forward to this session. Going to get things underway. I have got load caps on everything today, but the load caps are light enough with the RP being low enough that I should be pretty comfortable hitting the load caps. I said previously, my main goal this block is to hit every single load cap at a lower RPE than the target that Lewis has set, just to prove that I am stronger than kind of the program is saying, and just get that confidence back in myself and force him to feel confident in what I can do, obviously. So that is the goal for today, but obviously I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Really been going back to back to back to back to back to back to back, like the neighborhood warriors. I don't miss, I don't play none, I don't diss, I don't say none. I go swish, that's an A1. I eat steak with no A1. Tell the chef I said thanks, tell I'm in the bank. Tell my mom I'm living good, tell my kids don't stress a thing. I go back to back on the drops, drop a lot and she pack the bags.
Okay, so squats are done. They actually move pretty well. I'm very out of breath and sweaty. Got them done really quickly as well. I'm in a 7-woman flight, so I'm happy to just keep rest breaks to like 4 or 5 minutes maximum. And I include within that me loading the bar and stuff as well. So I'm literally like, really by the time the bar's loaded, maybe 3 minutes before I go again. And at comp, there's only 7 women on our flight, so it would be about 6 to 7 minutes between lifts probably. And that includes obviously coming off the platform, etc. So anyway, squats move well. I felt pretty strong. I'm going a little bit wider with my stance just to help with kind of balance and confidence a little bit more. I think I may have gone a little bit overkill with it, staying a little bit too wide, because I have to find the balance between too wide that then when my knees cave in, it kind of stops me, but wide enough that I have good balance and everything. I think because I'm not as light as I was hoping to be, and I usually am near comp, I noticed the difference in my leverages, so I need to just embrace the fact that a little bit wider is better for me. But overall, they felt strong. They all moved as they should. I would say under the RP they're supposed to be. My 172 single, I didn't quite feel right in my setup. If that was comp, I would have re-racked it and redone it. For training anyway, I still had it and it'd be comfortable, so just kind of went for it, committed, and it moved really well, especially for a week one. Did a back off triple at 160 that was really comfortable, and then I had 2x5 at 150 after that I didn't film on here. Super, super comfortable. Like everything moved as it should. I'm feeling pretty happy, feel good. Now I'm gonna get set up for bench. Yeah.
Till we drop, I just wake up, I don't say nothing. I'm on go, I don't stay long. I've been up now, that's a case wine. I've been down too, like this day strong. I got summer toys for the summer boy. I keep drummer boys in the summer boy. I keep making noise, I've been paranoid.
Okay, so bench felt insanely strong. 107 top single moved incredibly well. I got a lift off and a press command from my boyfriend, and a lift off for me makes such a difference to how strong I feel. And I do obviously train alone, so normally I do myself, and I can do them myself and still bench reasonably heavy. But at comp, I do tend to get a lift off. It's good to be able to do both, and I recommend people being able to do both, because then if for whatever reason the handoff at comp just feels awful for you, even though obviously you've got to explain to the spotter what you want, if it just feels awful for you, like some people just can't quite get it right for you, then I'm still able to do it myself. Lifters are still able to do it themselves, and that is what I would always say to my lifters as well, is like kind of be able to do both. But yeah, the 107 felt really comfortable. The target RP was a 7.5, or the RP cap was a 7.5. I would say it was probably a 6. And then I had a triple target RP of 6.5, so I loaded 100, and it was probably a 6. Followed by a set load 2x4 at 95, and all felt really good. Like this is definitely the strongest my bench has felt in a while. I would say of all 3 lifts, bench is the one that is coming together the most right now. And yeah, I'm feeling very good. It's been a really good session so far. Just got deadlifts left to go, got ascending sets. I'm not sure what the actual RP targets are. I've got a triple at, let me check. So I've got a triple at, if it loads, my in and out here is terrible. Okay, so I've got a triple at 4. A double at 5, a single at 6, a single at 6.5, and the load cap is 165. So my plan is to do 140 for 3, 150 for 2, 157 for 1, and to 165. That should be pretty achievable, no dramas there. Obviously, if I end up uploading differently, you guys will see. I won't film all of them. I'll probably just film my last 2 singles. But yeah, I'm gonna crack on with these, get done, get in, get some food in me, and then go on a nice long dog walk.
This guy body, you can never void. I don't miss, I don't play none, I don't diss, I don't say none. I go swish, that's an A1. I eat steak with no A1. Tell the chef I said